ABC 17 Storm Track Weather Alert Day continues this afternoon. I'm ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Jessica Hafner. Been tracking this strong low pressure system that's bringing plenty of travel impacts across much of the upper Midwest this afternoon. Already starting to feel the effects of that here in mid-Missouri as we've had some slick reported roads thanks to some morning rain and colder temperatures quickly moving in. We're going to start with a look at the radar this afternoon. The ABC 17 Storm Track Doppler radar just showing a couple of light snow showers still left over here as we are still tracking those low pressure system rotating out of the area. Maybe a couple more flurries tonight, but I'm not expecting any more snowfall accumulation. We'll take a look at what to expect here. I'll go over to our Kansas City radar just so we can get a peek at some of those light snow showers. A better look there, just showing a little bit more of that heavier clip coming down just south the southern portion of the Kansas City metro area. Maybe a little bit more light snowfall for those of you in Saline and Sheridan counties. Again, this is not going to add up to too much more, but I'll be tracking a few more of those snow showers kind of lifting back off to the northeast around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So perhaps a few more snow showers if you're in Brunswick by around 425, Marceline by 441, and Keatsville by 501. Elsewhere, we've been tracking strong wind gusts. We'll take a look at some of our cameras around mid-Missouri. We've mainly been seeing cloudy skies, but we'll take a look out at Highway 54. Some of these have actually been kind of glazed over with ice, and that's what's happening here with our camera at Highway 54. But the temperature there is down to about 18 degrees. The maximum wind speeds already up to about 40 miles per hour. That has sent many of us with the wind chill down below zero already. We'll take a look at our studio camera. Last I checked, this was glazed over. Yep, still seeing that ice on the camera. So this might be a situation that we're going to be dealing with this evening. We get a better picture here at the Capitol in Jefferson City. Winds up to around 24 miles per hour right now. Temperature at 18, but it feels like just under 0 degrees. So that wind chill is going to be brutal for the rest of this evening. We'll also take a look at the Lake of the Ozarks right now, where temperatures have also dropped off, and you'll see a little bit of maybe a little precipitation trying to come down at this time. Possibly a couple snow showers still left over with that temperature around 18 degrees. Winds there up to about 37 miles per hour. So far, we could see gusts tonight up to almost 45 miles per hour, and that is going to continue to drop the wind chills into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at our ABC 17 Storm Track Future Track tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be watching for the possibility of a couple of flurries. I'm not expecting any impacts with snowfall for tomorrow, but you'll notice that if you're out and about early in the day, it feels like around -10 in the morning with that wind chill. We'll have cloudy skies. Those strong winds up to around 30 miles per hour will continue. High temperatures topping out anywhere from around 8 to 12 degrees. Columbia staying right around that 10-degree mark for tomorrow afternoon. On Saturday evening, we drop down below zero. So these are our actual low temperatures, but it's going to feel like around 20 to 25 degrees below zero in the morning. Getting into the afternoon, I'm going to be tracking some more cloud cover moving in. We're also watching a quick hitting system that could bring some light snow generally south of Highway 50 in the late afternoon and early evening. You'll notice that kind of lifts off to the north and spreads farther east, but most of that stays along and south of I-70. We could see a dusting up to about a ½ an inch of total accumulation. So certainly not going to be a heavy hitting snow, but we will be dealing with potential travel impacts farther south where they could see up to an inch south of I-44. And of course, we'll still have winds picking up to around 20 or 25 miles per hour. What does that mean for the wind chill? We'll take a look at that here for the next couple of days. By tomorrow morning, it's going to feel like around 19 to 20 degrees below zero up towards Moberly and Macon, around 10 to 15 for Columbia and Jefferson City. Feels like about -5 in the morning at the Lake of the Ozarks. Not a ton of improvement in the afternoon. And it's even worse on Sunday morning. Feels like about 30 degrees below zero in many of our areas. So want to try to stay inside if you can. If you do have to be outside for more than a few minutes, make sure you're bundling up with layers. Hat and gloves and scarf is going to be needed. And if you do need to be outside, definitely insulated boots if you're outside for a long time. Here's what we're tracking by Monday morning, one of our colder mornings, as it feels like around 10 to almost 20 degrees below zero to start off the day. Temperatures don't improve too much. Even on Tuesday morning with the breeze up to around 15 miles per hour, it feels like around 20 to 25 degrees below zero. By Wednesday morning, we'll finally start to see some improvement, but we are still going to see those high temperatures topping back out in the lower 30s. So it's going to be a cold week ahead, even though we'll get out of those single digits. Here's what to expect on Sunday. I'm tracking the potential for a little bit more light snowfall, as mentioned, generally staying along and south of I-70, possibly seeing up to about a half an inch of snowfall there. So the main takeaway for the weekend will be strong winds and cold temperatures. I want to keep in mind, even just a few minutes outside, you could get frostbite within about 20 minutes or so. Our wind chill is going to be right around 20 to 25 degrees below zero the next several mornings. So we're going to hit that 19-degree below zero threshold of less than 30 minutes. It should be around 15 to 20 minutes when frostbite could set in with these temperatures. So try to cover yourself up if you are going to be outside, and try to take breaks indoors if you do find yourself outside for longer periods of time. Another reminder, keep your pets inside. Make sure they have a sweater, booties, even if you're going to be outside for maybe a 5-10 minute walk. Try to get them indoors, staying warm and staying hydrated with plenty of water. Also, as we head into next week, I'll be tracking the possibility of a couple flurries on Mondays. Other than that, not tracking much more precipitation beyond what we will see on Sunday. But I want to give you another look here at the radar before we go, just to give a bigger picture of what we are seeing across a lot of the area. If you're doing any traveling here the next several days, we're going to be tracking this system working its way onto the northeast. So it's not just mid-Missouri that's been impacted. We are seeing a lot of this snowfall, rainfall, and strong winds across a lot of the upper Midwest. We've seen reports of blizzard-like conditions up towards Chicago and Milwaukee, along with those strong winds and heavy snowfall rates up across Michigan, Wisconsin, seeing some high snowfall totals up past a foot in some places there. So travel for sure going to be impacted, even though the precipitation is moving out of mid-Missouri. We're going to have a look at the temperatures and what to expect by the end of next week as we start to warm up a little bit more, coming up tonight on ABC 17 News at 5.